Alright, we've been home most of the day, actually. We've hardly left at all. I've been trying to just get things done around the house and I've been insanely busy, honestly. And also, like, feeling, kind of a little overwhelmed. And I think a lot of it is just I've been emotional since the miscarriage and just been kind of frustrated, and it's overwhelming. It really is. And like, to get back into the swing of things, it's kind of an overwhelming thing. And my kids, it's been an adjustment for them too, because I was so laxed on like the discipline side of things and like the routine for a while I was, getting better, and it backfired. Big time. Like, they're having a hard time adjusting back to the normal way of doing things around here. And it's been hard on them, it's been hard on me, it's been hard on my husband, it's been hard on all of us. And I just need to remember, they're just kids, and I don't feel like I lashed out at them or got, it got out of control or anything. But I feel like that sometimes I second guess my discipline with them, if that makes sense. And I know that sounds stupid, but I'm sure other parents feel the same way. That's why I'm even saying this, is that, like, for example, if you do a timeout or you're grounded or whatever, you have to follow through with it in order for it to be effective. But then, like, while you're following through with it, I think sometimes it's harder on the parent than the child. And you feel that guilt and oh my gosh, I can't believe I just put him in timeout for, however long, or that they're grounded from their toys, or grounded from TV, or grounded from whatever. And sometimes it's harder to watch than I think them actually going through it. And that's what I mean by second guessing it. Like, you second guess, like, the intensity of the discipline, or if it was enough or it wasn't enough, or like how long it should be, or things like that. And it's been a little difficult for me sometimes with my kids, for me and my husband both, to know, like, what is like a good balance between all of that. And it can be frustrating and exhausting, and especially since no matter what, when a kid's getting disciplined or reminded that they are not allowed to do something, it can be hard. It can be hard to, like, follow through with it and keep your cool. And today I had to follow through with something that I said I was going to do with Jack, and he was really upset with me for maybe like 5 or 10 minutes. And then I explained it to him, that I told him that was going to happen if he did what he did, and that I had to stick to what I said. And because I said that, I didn't want to be lying to him and not do it. And also that it was to help him to remember to not do the same thing over again. And he didn't do anything that horrible, and the punishment wasn't that horrible. It just, to a 6-year-old, is mean, and like, what a mean mom, that kind of thing. But I mean, you can take their TV away for an hour and you'd be a mean mom if that's what, like, they love, and so, like, it just was one of those things where I, like, had to be strong through, and it was really hard to, like, just stick to my guns. But I did, and I feel like it definitely is going to pay off, because he's already starting to realize, what I say is going to happen, even if he isn't okay with it, or if he doesn't like it, or it makes him mad. And I had to talk to my husband and get through that, because it was really hard to, like, get through that. It was hard to, like, not feel guilty for making him have, like, to enforce what I said was going to happen and not feel guilty. Like, it was really hard for me. So I talked to Tim, and he definitely made me feel a lot better. So much better. It's one of those things that, as a mom, like, you want what's best for your child, and at least I do. And I feel like even though sometimes those things are hard, learning those lessons at a young age can only improve their future rather than hurt their future. And it's just simple lessons in life that, I feel like it's my responsibility to teach my kids, and I'd hope that it's something that can be passed on, where they will want to teach their kids right and wrong and their responsibilities, and that their actions have consequences. And yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this, but that's the kind of day I had. It was crazy. And I did actually get a nap today, which was really nice, because through the night, this morning I was so out of it. I mean, I actually had Ty's trainers come pick him up because I didn't even dare drive. I was so tired from being up most of the night. Between the 3 kids, I slept maybe an hour or 2 all night long. Like, I was just exhausted and didn't dare drive. I didn't feel like it was safe to drive. And so I had him come pick him up, and then when Riker napped, Jack just watched a show by me, and I took a nap as well. And I just was exhausted. Like, I don't even know, I haven't been that tired in so long. I was so tired. And then just spent the rest of the day cleaning up. So really, it was a pretty boring day. I didn't really, there was not much to vlog anyway, but it was just one of those days where, like, I was tried as a mom, whether or not I could follow through and, like, do what I say I'm going to do, and, like, all those things that you don't really want to face when you're a mom. At least I don't. But I'm glad I had to. I'm glad I had to stick to my guns, and I feel good about it now. I don't regret today. I learned something, and it's good to learn something new. I feel like I'm always learning something new every day, and it's something that I can try to do better tomorrow, and try to be as patient as I can. Being a mom, especially a mom with a special needs child, it can be really difficult. Being a mom is hard anyway, but when you add in special needs, it's a whole new ballgame. And when Ty got home from his trainers, he literally was on destructo mode. He dumped out boxes of cereal, spread crackers everywhere. Like, he was just into everything, and I could not clean up messes as fast as he was making them. And so that was also happened as well today. And I feel like, my patience was definitely tried today, but I feel like I handled it well. And at the end of the day, I feel like that I don't regret the decisions I've made today, which is a good feeling, because there's definitely been days where I'm like, oh, I so could have handled that way better, or I could have made better choices in what I say to my children or how I act with my children. And I feel like that today overall was good, considering the circumstances and how crazy it was. So yeah, that's why there's not really a vlog for today. I hardly filmed. In fact, I don't think I really filmed anything. And it was just simply because it was crazy, and it was just one of those days where I just felt like it would have just added another stress onto trying to stay calm and take care of my kids and keep my house under control. And thank goodness for a vacation that's coming our way, because we all need to get out of the house and just get out for a couple days, And also, too, it's supposed to start warming up, so I'm hoping we'll have a few nice days this week where I can or at least the weekend, where we can go play outside and stuff and just get some fresh air. Anyway, I'm just rambling like crazy, and the kids are all asleep, or I would show them, but instead I'm going to go to bed because I definitely need my sleep, especially if tonight is anything like last night. I'm gonna need it. So anyway, that's all for now. Sorry it's all over the place and crazy, and I'm sure half of it didn't even make sense, but it's just been one of those kinds of days that I know for a fact every mom has. If they don't have days where they feel that they're kind of overwhelmed, they're lying, because being a mom is the greatest joy and the greatest blessing ever, but it also gets overwhelming. It just does. And when you're going on no sleep, and then your kids are being naughty and things are going on like crazy, and it's just like you're kind of being pulled from every angle, like solve the problems, it can be really difficult. So I just feel like, yes, days get overwhelming, but it's all worth it. I can honestly say I've never had a day where at the end of the day, or even throughout the day, where I have been so overwhelmed that I feel like it's not worth being a mom. I've never had one of those days. I always am grateful for my children, even at my most overwhelmed moments, because I love them so much, and I am so blessed to have them. So I don't want this to sound like I'm just complaining and whatever. It's just been a hard day, and hard days happen, and that's okay. It's how you move on from them, and what you get out of those hard days is what matters. And it just made me realize how thankful that I am for my kids, and how, I need to work on my patience and keeping up with them, because it is hard. It's been kind of hard this week because my energy level has been really low. My iron got really low with the miscarriage, and I've just been wiped out, literally, and just exhausted and not feeling very well. And so it's been a hard week anyway, but to add on top of it, just kind of a crazy day with the kids. And I just want to get back into the swing of things. I want my regular routine back, and just kind of move past this, move past this week of craziness, and just get back to normal. So that's what we're headed for.